Let's go and speak to Alex, who's a gooner. Alex, good evening. Welcome to the show.
Good evening. How are you doing?
Evening, Al.
I'm all right, Al. I'm all right. What are you up to?
How are you doing, Perry?
Good, mate. Yourself?
Brilliant. Nice to speak to you.
Who have you got for us?
Well, I've got a couple of answers to both the questions, actually. Emi Martinez.
Yes.
Do you know what?
It didn't come as a surprise to me at all. And that charming fella that was on the boxer, who sounds like a diamond bloke.
Shavon, great boy. Yeah.
Top man. Do you know what? I wouldn't mind his surgeon. He's the youngest 33-year-old I've ever seen, by the way. He looks about 22, doesn't he?
He looks very young.
Yeah, looks very good.
Looks very
and
young.
hungry. Telling his eyes, got the glint.
I just heard him. He sounds about 22.
Yeah.
He's a great boy. Great boy. So go on. What are the ones that got away, Al?
Well, Emi Martinez, definitely.
Yes, yeah.
Wasn't a surprise
Do you remember that then? Because he played in the FA Cup final when you beat Chelsea, right? And he played so well, it was because Bert Leno picked up an injury. That was the only reason he was in the team, right?
I think so. Was it Leno?
I think it was Leno. I think he picked up an injury away at Brighton when who's the little, you know what, the player.
What's that?
He played Everton, Brentford centre. Mopai, right?
Yeah.
I think he nobbled him.
Right.
And I think something happened between him away at Brighton. And then they had a choice whether they keep Martinez or Bert Leno. And I think that was the reason that he left.
Well,
Does that ring any bells for you, Al?
Well, it's a similar thing to what's happened with Ramsdale, who's probably, in my opinion, the best goalkeeper in England, but he's not playing, so he can't. And Pickford's done all right as number one, although he has made a few ricks, quite a few. He's made more mistakes as England number one than David Seaman. They're just not remembered like Seaman's ones were. Sorry. But Martinez, he was there and was in the cup final, had a little run of games, was absolutely brilliant. And then we bought Ramsdale, didn't we? And it was like, well, why are you buying him now? He's been on the club for 9 years, nearly 10 years on the books. Wouldn't have been at Arsenal for that long if he wasn't a quality goalie. He's proved what a quality goalie he is. And they got Ramsdale because he's supposed to be good with the ball. But then they've done a similar thing with Raya, where Ramsdale was doing brilliantly, could be a little bit better, but like everyone else in the Arsenal team, they're inexperienced. They need more games. They're going to be better year on year. And they brought in Raya and sort of pulled the rug out from underneath him. And it's the same thing. Now Ramsdale, don't want to see him leave the club, but what choice has he got?
I think he's too good to be a number two. And to be fair, Al, all the noise about David Raya, that started to calm down, didn't it? As the season went on, when he got that understanding with Gabriel, with Saliba. And the reason they bought David Raya is because they felt that he was better on the ball than Ramsdale, but he came... It comes from crosses. And I get it.
Experience. He's got the only thing that's better about Raya. The only thing in every attribute, Ramsdale's better. The only way that Raya's better is that he knows where he should be standing, and that's just because he's played more professional football. His positioning is better, and that's everything.
But he got the Golden Glove. So with Arteta, you've got to go. Honestly, it was a massive decision.
No, you can't say he got it wrong. You can't say
exactly.
No,
it's the players you played with, Perry. You know, the last time Arsenal had a defence this good was when Wenger came in.
Yeah, but you have to have the trust in the goalkeeper. If you haven't got the trust in the goalkeeper, then that doesn't work. So that triumph that I mentioned between Saliba and Gabriel and Raya, there's trust there now. And there's no Arsenal fans now. He was when he first got in the side, David Raya was nervous because there's a massive difference playing for Brentford to what there is playing for like Arsenal.
I think you can fair to say that he earned his position in there, and when you've got a manager that sticks by you, it's brilliant. But I want to ask you both this question. I'll come to you first, Al. What happens with Ramsdale now? Because the truth is, he is too good to be a number two, and that's a real tricky position.
He'll go. They'll let him go.
It feels like it. Yeah.
They'll let him go. Would you take him, Chelsea?
I think we probably would actually. Yeah, I think
he's better than what we got.
Yeah, better than what we got. Yeah, I don't disagree with that.
How much are you paying for him, Jason? Because Arsenal paid nearly 40 million for him in the first place.
Well, you're going to make money on top of that. You would have thought his reputation is better than what it was when he joined from Sheffield United. Is it Sheffield United he played for?
No, was it Sheffield United or was it Bournemouth?
No, was it Bournemouth? I thought he went from Bournemouth to Sheffield United. Either way, he played for one of them. But I think he got relegated with Sheffield United. I seem to remember the season he was signed. Anyway.
He got relegated to Bournemouth.
He got relegated to Bournemouth both, right. But yeah, look, either way, you're going to. The worst way is you get your money back. Probably some on top as well. I can't imagine he's going to go for less than 50. Can you?
It'll be 45, 50. To be fair, I don't think Arteta would want to keep him on the bench. Do you know what I mean? I think he would think, I don't want to hold your career back. And I think there'll be just an understanding where you're going to be, Raya's my number one, you're my number two. You've done brilliantly for the club. You know, you never let the club down. Fans love you, but you've got to go on and you've got to be playing.
The Sports Bar with Jamie O'Hara and Jason Cundy. Monday to Thursday nights from 10 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.